I know.
Hey guys, I thought I'd try something new and do a voice over my Raws. If I'm talking really quietly, it's because it's midnight, so I apologize for that. This is my friend's horse, Benjamin. He has a really bad drift, which you'll see later on, but I like him a lot. He's a really nice horse. Here I'm attempting to half seat. I haven't in 9 months because Xantar was so wide I found it easier just to sit the canter, so my muscles are basically mush.
Oh, you get dizzy in this ring.
I threw in a circle here to keep him listening and bending. I stopped pretty early because I've injured the tendons in both my ankles playing soccer a few years ago. I wanted to try no stirrups because Benjamin's really comfy, so he's perfect to get back into the swing of things. I'm really happy with this transition. Usually he runs into them, but this time he was smoother and it looked a lot nicer. I kept him a little collected at first to keep him listening and thinking, and then I extended his canter down the long side until I almost ran into another horse's butt.
Sorry, I was going to pull over, but I didn't think I could do it fast enough.
I asked him to trot again after he broke because I didn't tell him to, so I trotted for a few steps and brought him back to walk. So here we were starting to jump, and I have a bad habit of looking at the jump, so that's why he kind of did a weird half jump, half trot thing over it. So I'm trying to keep looking up and where I'm supposed to go. And you can really see how bad his drift is here and how he runs into his transitions. I have a crop, I just don't like to use it, so I kind of kissed instead to encourage him instead of force him to canter. I needed to use my legs more. I need to use my legs more and not just pull him over with the reins. So I'm also working on that.
So when do you guys
And that sounds confusing, but it's like one of those things that...
Yeah, that was just like that sentence. Simple but confusing.
So here I had basically zero momentum going into the little X, and I was looking down, so he tripped over it. So I added leg after it and asked him to pick it up a little, and the second jump was noticeably better. I can't speak, sorry.
Straight through your wrists.
I lost my stirrup here because I'm dumb, so I decided to ignore it and get it back in the corner. He spooked a little bit, and I think someone opened the door on the other side of the arena, so I just tried to relax and go with him and regain balance down the long side in the corner.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
He was still thinking about the door when I went to approach
Oh.
the jump, so I pushed him back to the rail and let him go look at the door.
So just trot him down there and let him see that end and make it positive. He's still thinking about whatever's down there. So he's trying to get away from it quick.
So I just gave him a pat and reassured him that it's okay and it's just another barn on the other side of the door. So now that he's focused again, I switched my diagonal and trotted the jump. And I was trying to keep him at a steady pace, but I had a crap approach, so we kind of just dove over it.
So yeah, first canter all the way around the ring. And let's find a happy rhythm.
Here we just went for a little canter around the ring to find a nice pace to try to keep.
Find balance between hand and leg.
I was sitting the canter to use my seat to slow him a bit and to keep my ankles from being injured any further. So I also stick my toes out a little bit if you haven't noticed. We were happy with that, so I switched to the correct lead and just let him walk.
Just finding that happy rhythm.
He wasn't really listening to my leg or my voice, so I tapped him lightly with my crop and kissed again so that we got the transition. Then we went for another canter to find our pace. I didn't realize he was on the wrong lead, but I did feel unbalanced, so I probably should have circled and fixed that. He was going a little speedy for my liking, so I asked him to whoa a little, and he listened. Again, I didn't realize his lead, and my instructor told me to circle, but there were horses in my way, and nowhere really to circle because Ben was on the wrong lead and he drifts so much.
Yep.
He was really imbalanced, so the circle was way too wide, and I almost ran over my mom. This is where you should teach your horses flyings and leads and always make sure that you're on the correct lead. My mom or Benjamin or I could have gotten hurt.